Everybody, so I've gotten a couple of requests in just the last few days for insect repellent. And so I'm going to show you guys a quick recipe. While we can't promise that your outside activity will be completely pest-free, I can tell you that this seems to work really well for us to enjoy the outdoors without so many things swarming and biting and all of that. So I'm going to show it to you right now. So you're wanting to enjoy the outdoors without having so many things bothering you and swarming and all that kind of thing. So we're going to use a couple of ingredients. And again, be careful outside, you guys. You know, a lot of you know, we spend most of our time these days in the Caribbean, and being bitten by mosquitoes it's become very dangerous. So be careful. This seems to work for us, but again, no promises that it's an official repellent. Can't call it a repellent, but we haven't. Whenever we use it, and we've been outside, we're outside a lot, we haven't gotten bitten, so I can just tell you that. So as my carrier, I use Avon. Skin So Soft. So this is the only thing I buy from Avon, not my favorite company, but there's something about Skin So Soft that works really, really, really well. And it has for years. You guys, I'm sure you have heard about it. I don't even know if Avon knows what happened. But one rep told me that years ago they just realized when people would use it's just a lotion. Happens to be their bath oil, which I prefer, and I use it like a lotion. That they realized something in this blend repels. So I don't know, but it seems to be. So I use that as my carrier. But the oils, the essential oils that I'm gonna put in this blend are known to really help protect against outside stuff. So if you don't want to use this as your carrier, you absolutely can use your normal carrier oil. I do recommend that you use something a little lighter. So if you have a hydrosol, or even you can do this in a water blend, or just your light oil. I wouldn't do a cream or butter with this, and I think it's just because I want it to sink into the skin pretty quickly. And with the creams and butters and thicker lotions, it just takes a little bit longer. Of course, it will last a little bit longer too. So you're fine to use your normal carrier. Okay, I just happen to use this one, so I want to show you that. All right. And as usual, I'm using a 1 ounce bottle. It's 30 milliliters. Oops, and I'm also dripping it everywhere. And I usually fill it almost to the top. The reason I like to make small doses like that because it's less likely to get corrupted. You know, if you make a big, huge batch, you know, you may not put the top on good enough. It may oxidize. I just like having these smaller batches. And I'm just going to put some of that on. Did I waste it? All right, here comes the good part. And this is why you're okay with using whatever carrier, because these three are powerhouses and known for giving protection. Now, the tricky thing is the aroma. So for me, I love the smell of the Skin So Soft, the bath oil. I don't love so much the lotion, but I really like the bath oil. So make sure that your carrier is something that you like the aroma of, or you could get unscented too, whatever you prefer. But smell the oils before you use them. We're going to be using citronella, cedarwood, and lemongrass. Smell them first to see which ones you really prefer the aroma the most. The one you least enjoy, which for me is citronella. I hate the smell of citronella, but it works so well. You'll notice a lot of stuff that is for repellent has citronella in it. There's a reason for that. So I put that in first because I'm going to use the other oils to kind of cover this over. And I'm going to do about 3. We ended up with about 5 drops of that. And so I smell it. And it's already smelling pretty good because of the carrier. So that's what's kind of nice about using a scented carrier, is that even if you're using citronella is very strong. Now, if you don't have citronella, but you have purification, there's a blend called Purification. It's got citronella. You can use that. Check your blends because you might have some blends that already have the citronella in it if you're out of it right now. And then lemongrass. I also don't love the smell of lemongrass, but this stuff works. Lemongrass to me smells like Windex. I don't love it, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put 4 of that in there. I don't know. It just works so well. What's great about this blend is either one of these have been known to be a pretty strong repellent. But I know for me, when I've used like just one, I've still gotten bitten. Not as much as everybody else around me, but I've still gotten bitten. When I use these three together, I haven't so far. This cedarwood is my absolute, I love cedarwood. So I'm going to put a lot of cedarwood in there. First, I'm going to smell. Because you're going to have this on. And it's the worst when you have a stinky repellent on. It's just the worst because you want to reapply a couple of times while you're out. And you just don't want to smell that. You feel like you smell like a bug. So smell it. And so I don't love the smell of this right now just because it's the lemongrass took over, even more than the citronella, the lemongrass took over. So I'm going to put like 10 of the cedarwood in there. So you do your mix, put the one that you like this, they all work very well. So the one that you like the smell of the most, that's what you put more in. Oh, yes, that did it. Oh, gosh, that smells so good. That is amazing. And so I don't mind putting this on. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. What a nice mix. So that's how you do it. And so we ended up with around 10 cedarwood. We did 3 lemongrass and about 4 of the citronella with a carrier of the Skin So Soft. That's it. We're ready to go out and have a long day and all day outside and feeling pretty confident. All right. Take care.